exercise explained. So today we would be doing exercise 1A of force ICSE 10th. All the questions will be solved in the video. We'll be dividing the entire exercise into few parts. So the link for all the parts will be given in the description box below. Do watch all the videos and consider subscribing with your friends. So let us start with it. The first question: the moment of force of 10 Newton about a fixed point O is 5 Newton meter. So what is given is the moment applied is 5 Newton meter about a fixed point O. Calculate the distance of point of O from line of action of force. So as you can see here, I've drawn a circle, and the force, that is 10 Newton, is being applied like this, and we basically need to find the distance of from O till the point of application of the force. Now in this diagram it will be like finding the radius of this circle. So coming back to this, we have the force as 10 Newton, the distance we'll have to find. So we know the formula for moment, that is moment of force is equal to force into perpendicular distance. Now here we have to find the perpendicular distance. Moment of force is given in the question as 5 Newton meters. So I write moment of force as 5 is equal to force is 10 Newton, so I substitute it as 10 into perpendicular distance, I take it as x. So x becomes 5 by 10. This 10 goes to the other side and we get x is equal to 5 by 10. So 5 by 10 is nothing but 0.5 meters. So this distance, that is the distance from the point till the line of action, is 0.5 meters. So this question mark happens to be 0.5 meters. Getting into question number 2 of force ICSE 10th. A nut is opened by a wrench of length 10 centimeter. So length of the wrench is given as 10 centimeter. If the least force required is 5 Newton, find the moment of force required to turn the nut. So here we have the least force, that is the minimum force required for the nut to open, as 5 newtons. So we need to find the moment of force required to turn the nut. The distance is given as 10 centimeter. As you can see here already, that the distance is not there in SI unit. So I would convert 10 centimeter into meters. So for converting centimeters to meters, we divide it by 100. So we get 10 by 100 meter, which is nothing but 0.1 meter. So I have just drawn a diagram so that it is clear for all of you. So the force which is being applied is 5 newtons and the distance of separation is 10 centimeters or 0.1 meters. So we know the formula for moment of force. MOF denotes moment of force. So moment of force is equal to force into perpendicular distance. So force is given in the question as 5 newtons, as you can see here. So I substitute it as 5 into perpendicular distance. It was given as 10 centimeter. We converted it to meters, so that happened to be 0.1 meter. So 5 into 0.1 gives us 0.5 Newton meter. Remember, SI unit of moment of force is Newton meter and SI unit of force is Newton. SI unit of distance is meters. So when we are getting moment of force, the answer must be in Newton meters. So getting into the question number 3 of force ICSE 10th, exercise 1A. A wheel of diameter 2 meters. so the diameter of the wheel is given as 2 meters, is shown in figure with axle at O. So the axle is at O, that is the center is at O. A force of F is equal to 2 newtons. So F is 2 newtons is applied at B. So this is the point B where force is applied. In the direction as shown in the figure, for all of us it is from left to right. So calculate the moment of force about the center O. That is the first part of the question. And next, the point A. So I have written the point A here. You can see the point A is here. So the diameter was given to be 2 meters. So radius will be half of diameter, that is 2 by 2, that is 1 meter. So for the first part, we need to find the moment about the center O. So we'll be taking this force and this distance. So this distance is nothing but the radius. So we can write moment of force is equal to force into perpendicular distance. So force happens to be 2 Newton, which is given here, or you can see here it is given. Perpendicular distance is 1 meter, so 2 into 1 gives us 2 Newton meter. And we need to write the directions. So you can see here this is going to be acting like this, that is from left to right. So the wheel is going to rotate in clockwise direction, the way my mouse is rotating. So here it is going to be 2 Newton meter clockwise. And coming to the next part, that is about the point O. So moment of force will be force into perpendicular distance again. So force is 2 Newton into perpendicular distance is 2 meters, because A and B are on opposite sides of the circle. So the distance between A to B will be the diameter, that is nothing but 2 meters. So 2 into 2 gives us 4 Newton meter, and this is going to rotate like this only. So it is clockwise. So we can write 4 Newton meter clockwise. Coming to question number 4, the diagram shows in figure shows two forces. F1 is equal to 5 Newton. So we have the force at A, that is F1, that is 5 Newton, and F2 is equal to 3 Newton. So the force at B, F2 is equal to 3 Newton, acting at points A and B. So here are 2 points, one point is A and another point is B, of a rod pivoted at a point O. So there is a rod which is pivoted at the point O, such that OA is equal to 2 meters. So this distance is 2 meters, O to A, and OB is equal to 4 meters. So this distance is 4 meters. Calculate the moment of force F1. So we need to find the moment of force by this force F1 about the point O. Then F2 about O, that means this one about O, and then total moment of two forces. Now what we do is, for finding F1 about O, we take moment of force as F1 into perpendicular distance. So F1 is 5 newtons. I substitute that as 5 into perpendicular distance, that is from O to A, is 2 meters. So we take it as 2 meters. So 5 into 2 gives us 10 Newton meter. And you can see this force is being applied in this direction. That means about the point O, this will rotate in this direction like this. So we can write it is anti-clockwise. Sorry, F2 about O. So for F2 about O, moment of force will be this force, that is F2, that is 3 Newton, into perpendicular distance, that is 4 meters. So here we write F2 into perpendicular distance, so that is 3 into 4, so that is 12 Newton meter. Now see here, this force F2 is acting downwards. So if I just complete the circle about O with my mouse, it is showing clockwise. So here what will happen is this force F2 will rotate clockwise. So we can write 12 Newton meter clockwise. Now next, total moment of two forces about O. Now in this case you have a choice, that is, you can consider either of them positive and either of them negative. Most of the time we will be considering anti-clockwise as positive and clockwise as negative. But here I have considered clockwise as positive and anti-clockwise as negative. So total moment of forces will be nothing but 10, or let's say 12 plus of minus 10. So that is 12 minus 10, because plus into minus is minus. Remember, you have to take either of them positive and any one of them negative. So I have considered taking 12 as positive and 10 as negative. So what has happened is it has become 12 plus of minus 10. So 12 plus of minus 10 is nothing but 12 minus 10. So 12 minus 10 is nothing but 2 Newton meter. Now the direction we will write will be of the moment which has a greater value. Now here if we compare these two, this one is 10, this is 12. So this is the greater value. So this was clockwise. So the total moment of two forces will also be clockwise. Always remember, we need to take the direction of the greater moment in these cases. So here 12 was greater, so that had clockwise direction. So the final total moment will also have clockwise direction. Hope you guys have liked the video. Question number 5 onwards will be there in the next video. Do watch that and share it with your friends. Thank you.